Hello, my name is Kenneth Love, and I'm the founder and executive director of Break Free Ministries. I'm a Christian minister, relationship counselor, and addiction professional. And I want to wish you Merry, Merry Christmas. This Advent season has been a wonderful time, and it continues to be a time of hope and peace and love and joy. And so we're going to talk about submission versus surrender. Now, oftentimes they go together, but sometimes they don't. And I want to talk about what the difference would look like. As a matter of fact, our reflection for today is, while submission can be done on a conscious level with a carnal mindset, surrender is often done on an unconscious level with a spiritual heart set. And the scripture is taken from the psalmist David, Psalms 139, when he says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. And see if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." David was in a real surrender mode. You see, submission can be tricky sometimes. Decades ago, when I was in prison, I made a choice to submit to authority. There were these correctional officers, COs, who told you what to do and not to do. And if you went against those rules and regulations, you got in more trouble. Who wants to be in more trouble when they're already in trouble? Well, many do, but I didn't. And I was one of those persons who was able to comply with what they were asking for me, thinking to myself, when I leave here, I'll be doing what I want to do again. That's submission on a conscious level with a carnal, fleshly mindset. That is what resignation looks like when you say, okay, the boss says, you've got a week to resign, and then I'm going to fire you. Duh, I'm going to resign. So submission can be a resignation, while surrender can be more of an invitation to a greater and fuller you, an invitation to allow God and have a desire for God to be God in your life. Surrender can be giving up, but more than that, it's opening up to new dimensions of your life that you've never experienced before, because you've chosen to surrender to God. You've chosen, for me, for instance, to surrender to the recovery process and become all that God created me to be. So, where are you at today? Are you operating in this place of conscious, carnal-like submission? Just waiting when you can do your own thing? Or are you in this surrender mode where you're crying out, not my will, but thy will be done? God, please have your way in my life today. And so I want you today to reflect on what God has done for you in the past. And then reflect on what God is doing for you in the present. And then reflect on what God can do in the future. And then I want you to shout to the Lord in a victorious triumph and say, God, I'm choosing to surrender all areas of my life to you today. Take me, shake me, wake me, break me, make me what you have me to be. That's my prayer for you today. Until next time, be blessed.